Everyone for tonight's matchup between Kean University and William Paterson.
Profanity, racist, sexist, or other intimidating actions directed at officials, student athletes, coaches, team representatives, or spectators will not be tolerated at our grounds.
In-jack doubleheader in this one. The women's game will be after the conclusion of this one, and we're just about ready to go. For Kean, they come in at 5-16, 2-12 in the in-jack, not having the best year so far. As Nate wins the tip, he's calling for the lob off the tip, but Jamison didn't see him. Starting five for Kean, you have Jalen Jamison out there with Nate Lyles, Mario Gunn, Myles Owens, and Marquise Major getting the start. Kendall Blunt is a scratch in this one. Looked like he only played a few minutes in last game. I was checking the stats and had to come out.
Myles Owens for three.
And Kean is on the board early in this one with a three there from Myles Owens. Great three-point shooter for this team. And William Paterson looks to attack. They're led by leading scorer Sean Smith, who answers right back with a three of his own. Also, as well in their starting five, they have Malcolm McLeod, Nasir Fields, Dominic Mignon, and Anthony Uribe. And that was Uribe with the three-pointer. Gunn inside, nice looking hook shot, no good. Jamison fighting for the rebound, smallest guy on the court. Almost getting that over the 6'5", Nasir Fields. And Paterson the other way. Gets it up top to Malcolm McLeod. Over to Anthony Uribe, who fires another three, and that's good. 2 for 2 from behind the arc. Less than 2 minutes into the game for Uribe. That's Major, gets it into Lyles, who's backing down in the post. McLeod, good defense, finds Owens on the wing. Gunn with the cut, no good, loses it, and we're going the other way. Anthony Uribe with the breakaway, and finish, no foul. Nice finish there from Anthony Uribe. Jamison slowing it down. Mario Gunn has it at the top. Defense laying off him. He's not much of a threat from three-point line, as Marquise Major drove and had nothing. Lyles gets it into Gunn, who pivots a couple times, nothing going, and Lyles is going to launch from three. Had a little contact, but no good, and that ball's thrown away. Should be Kean ball, and it will be. That's good hustle from Myles Owens, causing that bad pass not to be picked up by William Paterson. And Jamison will bring it up from left to right here on your screen. And Kean will look to set up their offense in the half court. Nice cut from Nate Lyles across the paint. Nothing going. Good screen and roll action. Again, though, nothing going. Mario Gunn fighting in the post for position. Not working that well for him. Lyles with his jab step. He loses it on the drive, and some early turnovers from Kean. And timeout's called as Uribe dove on the ball. So we'll take a short timeout here. William Paterson on top, 8-3. About 2.5 into the first half here. To resume action inside Harwood Arena. Kevin Meehan on the call for tonight's NJAC doubleheader. Uribe gets the inbound pass and he'll bring it up. Myles Owens picking up full court as Uribe gets right by him, but good defense from Owens. As Paterson passes the ball a few times, and that's going to be Dominic Mignon on the drive and finish with the left hand. Impressive drive. Mario Gunn has it up top. Owens wanted him to swing it the other side, but he'll get it anyway. Marquise Major with it. Good off-the-ball movement from Kean, but no one really getting open. Nice backdoor cut from Lyles, and he puts it down. Slam dunk. Nate Lyles sophomore, 6'5" sophomore, talented shooter, but he can do that as well, and he's great on the defensive end. Nice hedge on the screen there from Lyles, forcing the pass. Uribe with the ball fake, and Owens closed out uncontrollably, but Uribe missed the shot anyway. Jamison coming up the court. He's looking to put his head down and go. Finds Owens, who gets it inside the gun. Nice little turn and go, but nothing going on the hook shot. It's going to be Kean ball, though, as William Paterson was unable to control that rebound. So we'll stay here. Kean down by 5. Jamison coming off a screen from Gunn, but they're going to call Gunn off on the legal screen there. A little hip check, as the ref is saying, letting everyone know what he did wrong. First foul of the game. Hutchinson's really discussing it with the ref on the far sideline there. But we're ready for action. Uribe will bring it up from right to left as he puts the dribble moves on. Owens, but Owens sticks with him. They're trying to get it inside the field, and he loses it. Lyles looked deep, but found Jamison, who's going to bring it up and cross half court with it. Marquise Major gets into the post to Gunn, who's going to back down and fire. No good. Mario Gunn 0 for 3, the talented freshman. Uncharacteristic from him, and Jamison's no good from a deep mid-range. But Gunn cleans up into glass and finishes. So Mario Gunn's going to get his first make of the game there off the offensive rebound. And look for Mario Gunn to really have to step up in this one, as I mentioned Kendall Blunt is not in, and he provides a lot of that offense down low and can also stretch the floor and shoot from outside, something Mario Gunn is not the best at. 5 to shoot, but William Paterson's going to get bailed out by a foul, so the shot clock should reset back to 20.
Kean foul, 25, Marquise Major, his first Cougar second team foul. Tyrese Johnson,
Uribe will put it in. Finds a shooter in the corner, nothing going for him there. That's Sean Smith with it, the team's leading scorer. Recently checked in Tyrese Johnson, who is fouled on the fast break and came on the side inbound here. Jared Latane has also checked into the game, and he recently took over the team leading scorer spot at 13 a game. Impressive off the bench for Latane. He shoots almost 40% from 3, high off the glass with that lefty layup. No good. Nate Lyles fighting for the rebound, couldn't get it as we go back the other way. Jamison pick it up on Sean Smith, who's going to take it with the left and finish for an and one. Jalen Jamison, some physical defense, but it's going to cost him a foul and another chance for one at the line from William Paterson. As I was saying, Jared Latane recently took over the team lead in scoring on the season. Jalen Jamison right behind him with 12.4. And Jeff Cooper, the lone senior on this team, who started the year in the starting lineup, finds himself coming off the bench now and under 10 points a game for the first time this season. Latane, nice little pace getting up the court as he was picked up full court by his defender. And this is Tyrese Johnson with it, gets it to Lyles, who drives with the left, nothing going. Finds himself open after a nice ball fake, and he'll finish. Nate Lyles, when he goes up for that jumper, he gets way up there, and it's hard to defend that. There's Anthony Uribe with a quick 10 points for this William Paterson team, as they're stretching their lead now to 6. Tyrese Johnson, nothing going for him. Finds Lyles in the corner. It's Jamison up top, deep 3, and it's good. Jalen Jamison from downtown, big time shot, cuts the lead to 3, and Kean will look to play some defense. Finds Sean Smith in the corner, short, but he gets his own miss, puts up a floater, bounces around a few times, and goes down. Nice follow of his shot there from Smith, and able to finish on the second attempt. Jamison weaving through the paint. Always seems to get to the rack with such ease, but unable to finish there. Mario Gunn gets his second offensive rebound of the possession, as Latane now has it on the perimeter. They get it in the gun. Nothing going for him. He wants to repost now. Going against Fields down low, but he's no good with the left. Gunn missing, unable to get into a groove early in this one as they look to be attacking in the post a lot with him. Now McLeod has it on the outside, gets it into Fields. Look for Fields to go to work here against Gunn, but Gunn's a solid interior defender. And Fields passes it out, but that's Uribe with the nice assist on the beautiful cut from McLeod. And William Paterson back on top by 5. Scratch that 7. Mario Gunn with it up top. Nice cut from Latane. Backdoor works for Kean, and he's going to get a chance for 1. Score more as he finishes with the right. And he can cut this lead back to 4.
His first personal, Pioneer's second team foul. Myles Owens.
Substitutions coming into this game. We got Myles Burrell, a freshman, 6'5" freshman. Look for him to pick up some extra minutes in this one. Scratched Kendall Blunt, who's not playing in here, as Latane finishes three-point play. Also coming in back into the game is Myles Owens for the Cougars. Nice drive there. That's Mignon. And he gets it to Sean Smith, who spins a few times at the foul line, and he fades away and finishes. Nice move from Sean Smith, weaving up through traffic and getting that mid-range shot to fall. Jameson picked up there from Sammy Asani, who just checked in, as Kean able to swing the ball across the court. And they're going to get Burrell for an illegal screen. Lazaro Burrell just checked in, picks up his first foul, as that's the second illegal screen for Kean in this one. As Jameson will take his first three for the senior to come off the bench, Jeff Cooper, and look for him to get hot from outside.
For the Cougar.
On the season, Jeff Cooper still shooting over 40% from 3, was about 50% at one point early in the season, but it's clearly cooled down. The best three-point threat on this team, though, is Jeff Cooper. Sonny finds the cutting Herschel Williams, who couldn't finish. Had an open lane, took some contact, and couldn't finish. Latane coming the other way. Finds Owens up top, who can shoot that, but he'll miss. And that's Williams with the rebound. Sean Smith with it. Nothing going. Finds McLeod. Over to Williams. Back to McLeod. Screens off ball. Finds Asani in the corner with a nice ball fake. Gets it back to McLeod. And no good as that ball rolled around a couple times from mid-range. And Asani will fire from 3, no good. Latane comes down with it. Numbers for Kean if they push, and Latane does, but he'll slow down now as he assesses the defense. Nice ball fake from Cooper. Oh, man, I thought he was going to make that. It looked nice, but the late arriving defender threw him off a bit. Here's Dominic Mignon, and they swing it over to Smith, who's going to miss his 3. And Latane coming away with it. Couldn't control the rebound, and we're going to get William Paterson ball here. Tough break there for Kean. As checking back in is going to be Anthony Uribe for William Paterson, as Dominic Mignon will take a breather. Sammy Asani will inbound here. Gets it in. That's a nice inbound play. We see the woman of Kean run that inbound play. It's nice to see another team take advantage of it. As Latane drives with his right, wanted the foul, no good. Kind of forced the layup, and Burrell unable to control the offensive rebound. Coming the other way, Uribe finds Smith in the corner, who drives and puts up a floater, no good, and Johnson's going to come away with it. He'll stop it from going out of bounds. Good job by him. And Latane has it now. Calling out a play. Burrell wants Johnson to get in his spot for the play, as this play is taking a long time to develop now. Cooper open for a second down low. Couldn't get it to him. Here's Latane finding an open spot on the floor, and he'll hit. Nice looking mid-range jump shot in rhythm there. Shook his defender and stepped back. Sammy Asani coming up the court with it. as he'll find Uribe with a nice jab, crossover, and go, and he'll finish the reverse layup with the right hand. Nice looking play there from Anthony Uribe, who now has 12 points for this William Paterson Pioneer team, and they find themselves up by 6. Myles Owens with it, looking for something. Not much off-ball movement here from Kean. As Tyrese Johnson wanted to get it to Cooper, but he couldn't. As Latane has it, he'll fire from 3. No good. And William Paterson coming the other way. Asani with it, weaving through the Kean defense, who struggles to pick up and transition, but it didn't hurt him there. Latane with it now. Nice looking. Latane with it, gets it to Johnson, finds Cooper, who drives with the right and gets right to the rack. Nice looking layup there from the senior. And you're going to need him to start seeing that ball go in the basket and hopefully get hot from outside, as Kean has cut this deficit to 4. Under 10 minutes to go in this first half. Uribe with it in the corner as he's met by 2 Kean defenders, but he gets it over to Williams, who couldn't hit the mid-range jumper. Latane with it. Nice looking crossover there. He's got great ball handling. Lazaro Burrell in the post finds Cooper, but he was fouled on the pass. Only the 3rd foul here for Burrell, and he's going to come out of the game here as Mario Gunn comes back in, Jamison comes back in, and Marquise Major. So all starters in the game right now except Latane, who came off the bench, but is the team's leading scorer. So they need that spark here right now. And Latane has come into this one and hit a couple shots already. Jamison driving. He's met by multiple defenders as Myles Owens puts in the 3 from outside as he was hit. And no foul call. Uribe calling out the play for Smith. Gets the screen there from the recently checked in Jamie Morello. And they find the open shooter in the corner. That's Jaden Cepeda, who recently checked in. And he's going to let Kean know he can shoot, as Myles Owens hits his second 3 in a row. And that's going to tie this ball game up at 25. Myles Owens getting hot from downtown. Sean Smith trying to answer. Short, way short. Although Mario Gunn lazy on the pass, it didn't hurt him there. He's going to have to pick that up, though. As Myles Owens with the nifty pass inside for cutting Jamison, and he's staring at his bench like he knows he did something well there. And he did just that. Kean their first league ball game at 27-25, and a timeout's called with 7 minutes and 45 seconds to go. We'll be back on KeanAthletics.com. Ready to resume action here on KeanAthletics.com. Myles Owens providing a nice spark for this Kean Cougars team, and they needed it. He's 3 of 4 from outside early in this one. See if he can remain hot. Cross-court pass there finds Cepeda, who drives and had nothing working for him, and Anthony Uribe ends up with it, and he's fouled by Owens, who doesn't agree with the call, but he kind of came across the arms, and Uribe will shoot too. Only his first foul. Won't want to pick up another here in this first half because they need him on the court. Uribe taking his time to set up these free throws. Misses on the first. Anthony Uribe only a 51% free throw shooter, probably why he takes his time up there. Lines up the shot as much as he can. For someone that's scoring a lot early in this one, you'd like him to do better at the line, and he makes the second. Myles Owens trying to find someone, but the press is challenging Kean here, but Jamison controls, and he gets it across half court. met that by Cepeda. As Kean goes across court with it, Myles Owens has it in his hands, gets it to Lyles, who, nice mid-air pass there to Mario Gunn for an easy layup. Mario Gunn now with 4 points. On his second basket, they're going to need him to get hot. As Cepeda working on Jamison here. Finds Smith, gets it into the paint to Fields, who was fronted by Gunn. You got to be able to get to that ball if you're going to front there, and Fields had an open layup on the other end. And Jamison just comes right down, streaks down the floor, and extends this lead back to 3 with an easy right-handed layup. Here's McNeone, gets it over to Uribe, and we're getting a foul here. Nate Lyles is called there for his first foul. It was away from the play. Jamison's telling him he wants the foul on him, but they give it to Lyles anyway. The last game I called, Nate Lyles fouled out late in it, and it really cost Kean. Nate Lyles skies for that rebound, and he gets it right to Jamison, who comes right up the court, looking to attack again, and he's going to throw up a layup. Rolls around the rim, no good. Wild shot, but it definitely had a chance of going in. Here's McLeod, finds Smith, who's missed a few shots early in this one, the team's leading scorer at 17 a game, but he'll get a gracious roll there as it touches glass and goes in. Jamison, nice cut and crossover, but no good on the righty layup. Coming up the floor, Mignon finds Uribe in the corner, who drives. Nice defense from Gunn, and he doesn't back down, but William Paterson gets an offensive rebound and miss again. That was Nasir Fields who couldn't put it down. And Jamison comes away with it ahead of the pack. Finds Major, gets it into Lyles, who's going to be doubled there. And they're going to get him for a travel. Trying to make too much happen there. And he picked up his pivot foot. He's got some tape on his left wrist. Don't know how much that's affecting him. Here's Uribe. Uribe with 13 points early in this game so far, only averaging 6.5 on the season, to get a lot of scoring out of him there. Nice recovery from Lyles as he swats the shot away from Fields, but William Paterson ends up with the ball, gets it to Mignon in the corner, and he makes them pay for it. Checking on Fields there, it looked like he took a shot to the head. And they want him to get evaluated. He'll stay in the game, however. Oh, because it looks like Mario Gunn had a cut open up, and he's being taken care of on the sideline. Maybe there was a little blood that got on Fields there. They make sure to take care of that. Myles Owens with it. Finds Stephen Holman II, who just checked in, the sophomore. Myles Owens fighting for it, almost lost the ball. Latane has it, gets it to Lyles, over to Major. As Holman setting some nice screens there, and Lyles gonna shoot 2 free throws as he was fouled going up with the left hand. Lyles struggling to keep his shirt tucked in this one. But he'll have a chance to tie the game here with just under 5 minutes to go in this first half.
On the line for the Cougars, shooting 2.
No good on the first. Nate Lyles, 63% free throw shooter, was excellent from the line in the last game I called. However, fouled out in the end of that one. And he'll hit on the second to cut this deficit to 1. Uribe bringing it up. He finds Mignon with it. He drives with the right and is fouled as he goes up. Couldn't finish the layup as he got a good look at it. And he'll shoot 2.
King foul number 5, Chad.
Foul starting to pile up here. No one with more than 2, though, for the Cougars. As now they're at 7, so William Patterson will be shooting 1 and 1 the rest of the way. First one's good there from Mignon.
Who returns for the Pioneers. Mignon has one more
He's the
shot.
team's second leading scorer at 13.2 a game, a 60% free throw shooter. Like to see that pick up a little bit more. But he'll hit both of the free throws there. You can hear the coach, that's Brian Chapman on the sideline calling out the press, and Latane able to break it with ease. Great dribble moves from Latane, finds Owens. Stephen Holman comes up to get the pass for him. Backdoor for Major, nothing going. Holman setting some good screens, rolls right there, working on Fields, gets into the paint, but blows the bunny. Should have had that layup as he got past Fields, just couldn't finish. And Owens is going to get called for his second foul. Tough play there in transition. Owens is an excellent defender, but Mignon had the lane and Owens hit him with the body.
Myles Owens, 2 on Owens, 8 on the Pioneers. Dominic Mignon.
Owens satisfied with the answer he received from the ref. Hutchison letting the ref know that was the same amount of contact that he saw at the other end against his team, and it wasn't called for a foul. As Lazaro Borrell checks back into this game for Stephen Holman. Mario Gunn still getting tended to on the sideline. Gonna need him back in this one. Owens with it. The press is put on by Patterson. Owens gets it back, finds Lyles on the far sideline, and he'll get it across half court. Looking for Owens, but decides to go himself. Finds Major. Gets it to Latane, then to Owens. Nice cut from Major. Nothing going for him down low as Nasir Fields is playing some solid defense on the block. Latane, nice jab and go as he misses from deep mid-range. As Mignon comes out ahead of the pack. Asani, who just checked back in. Nice pass there to Fields, who had nothing working for him, though, and he'll have to back it out. Here's McLeod, gets into the corner for Uribe, elects not to shoot the three. Instead, gets a nice looking step back mid-range off the drive. No one to receive the pass for Kean. And we'll get a timeout. Tough break there as Kean was not paying attention on the inbound. Myles Owens looks a bit shaken up. 3.5 to go here in this first half. Kean finds himself back down by 7. We'll be back on KeanAthletics.com. Action here. Kean down by 7. Jalen Jamison will bring the ball up. 3 starters in for Kean, with Lazaro Burrell and Jared Latane as well off the bench. Latane with it now. Gets it to Jamison. Finds Major in the corner. Nothing going there. Kean working the perimeter here. As Patterson's playing a nice man-to-man defense here. Lyles gets up the shot, and he was fouled. He had to work hard for that one as he almost lost the ball. Pivoted a couple times and gets up a good look. Unable to finish, so he'll shoot 2. 3 minutes to go here in this first half. Only the 5th foul on William Paterson, who's been very disciplined on the defensive end. Although a couple players with 2 fouls themselves. That's Nasir. No, that's Uribe and McLeod. Josh Jackson, who got a lot of playing time early in the season off the bench, has checked in, hasn't played too much of late, but this Kean team down a big scoring threat in Kendall Blunt as Major fights for that offensive glass on the free throw, and he gets it. So Lyles 1 of 2, but Kean with a chance to put another one in as Jamison has it, as Mario Gunn has just walked out of the arena, so we'll see if he'll be back. And Major with a nice, tough running right-handed layup there, coming across the paint Heavily defended, finished that in traffic. Kean down by 4. Josh Jackson picks up. Now Mignon with it. Gets it to Uribe, who'll shoot an open 3, and he'll hit. Anthony Uribe, only averaging 6.5 on the season and 20% from 3, is having a great game. 18 points in this first half from Anthony Uribe. As Mignon picks up his first foul there on the drive. And a few substitutions here. Get your players that have 2 fouls out of the game for these final 2 minutes of the first half. Nate Lyles was open in the corner. They get it to Jackson, who gets a nice screen from Burrell, but elects not to drive. Burrell looking to set another one. Nice screen there again. Jackson putting up a little floater, but was blocked by Mignon. And Kean will maintain possession. Major will inbound. As look for Lyles in the corner here. Doesn't go to the corner, though, as they're trying to get it to Jamison. Major struggling to get it in, almost a 5-second violation, as Burrell had it on the perimeter. Now to Jamison with 10 seconds on the shot clock. He'll step back, nice move. Short on the shot, though. Here comes Smith. Gets it to Mignon, who's gonna just step right into a 3, wide open, but he misses. Tough miss there as no one picked him up in transition. Jalen Jamison coming up. Throws that pass ahead, finds Jackson, whose shot is blocked again. Might be why he doesn't get much playing time these days, is that size disadvantage is costing him a couple good looks. Nate Lyles finds Jackson, who's going to drive with the left, puts up a crazy shot, thought he was fouled. Kean will maintain possession. There was a lot of contact. Now the refs are going to talk about who the ball was off of. And they will change it. Kane's going to get, William Paterson's going to gain possession after that discussion. Looked like they said it was kicked by Kean. As you'll get Uribe and McLeod back on the court here on offense. They'll have to be careful on the defensive end with 2 fouls apiece. Uribe calling out the play. 18 points in this one. Easily the game high. As he finds McLeod up top, no good. As Burrell comes down with that rebound. Nice, ripped the ball so he didn't lose it there. And finds, as Jamison finds Jackson, no good from 3. But Jamison in the perfect spot for the rebound. And Lyles ends up with it, and he'll shoot, and 1. Hit on the wrist as he went up. You see that so often from Nate Lyles. He gets up so high, it's tough to defend, and he's often fouled on those jumpers. And that'll be the 17th foul on William Paterson. They did a good job of keeping Kean out of the bonus in this half. As Lyles only shooting 1 free throw, so they'll have Tyrese Johnson check in before the shot. Lyles not quite ready for the ball. He hits and cuts the lead to 4. Johnson will pick up full court on Uribe. It's a nice matchup. Johnson has good size and length here. Look for him to try and slow down Uribe. Hard screen from Fields, but they're going to get him on an illegal screen as he stepped into that one. He did. That's going to be his 3rd foul in this first half. Tough break there is exactly what I was talking about. Leaving these players with 2 fouls in late in the first half. You don't want them to pick up that extra foul before the half ends. It's tough. And Fields has been so good on the defensive end for William Paterson in this one so far. Latane with it, recently checked in. Finds Jamison, who puts up a nice look. No good, but Lyles comes flying in, and he decks Smith. A lot of contact down low. Standard foul, though. But William Paterson will go to the line for 1 and 1 here, with Sean Smith shooting the free throws. And he's an 88.5% free throw shooter. Look for him to make both of these. His teammates don't even go down the rebound because they know he's so solid from the line. Good on the first. That was Nate's 2nd foul. Tough break. The refs keep telling him to tuck in his shirt as it keeps coming undone. just getting tired of hearing it. As Smith will finish on the second one as well. Lead back to 6 as Jamison calls out the play in the backcourt. Kean can pretty much hold for one shot here. 5-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Look for them to shoot at the end of the shot clock, and that'll leave them with enough time for an offensive rebound chance and putback. Nate finds Latane. Gets it over to Jamison. Nice screen from Burrell, who's set some nice ones in this one. And Jamison gets to the rack. Little up and under with the ball. Gets there with ease. 5 seconds on the game clock as Asani has it. Nothing going for him, and he traveled. So Kean has the ball now, 1.5 seconds to shoot. They're going to have to put up a prayer and hope it's answered. They want Latane to inbound. Interesting, as Latane has one of the better shots on this team. Figured you'd want him taking this long shot. See how it goes. Jamison gets it, and he's going to put it up. Really a line drive heave from past half court. Was no chance of going in. And Kean finds himself down by 4 after one half. 44-40, William Paterson on top. We'll be back for second half action inside Harwood Arena in 15 minutes. Welcome back inside Harwood Arena for second half action here. Kean University hosting William Paterson University. William Paterson will get the ball to start off this second half. And story of the game so far for William Paterson has been Anthony Uribe, who came into the game averaging just 6.5 points, put up 18 points in that first half. Early touch here for Nasir Fields, and he finishes down low. Now for Kean, the story of that first half, you have 3 players with 9 points, no one yet in double figures. But they're playing without Kendall Blunt, who is a big part of their offense and defense for that matter. And in that first half, Mario Gunn had to hit the bench for an extended period of time to get checked out. And he comes back into this game with a huge bandage over his left eye. McLeod coming the other way for William Paterson. Drives, nothing going. Good defense there from Kean. As Jamison comes the other way, has Lyles in the post, but he doesn't get it to him. Finds Owens on the perimeter. Over to Gunn. Lyles wants it down low. He was open. Gunn has the mid-range shot, and he gets a nice roll. Nice looking shot there from Gunn. Shot it with some confidence. Stepped into it. And here is Uribe, who's having a stellar game. Nice move on the perimeter there, but no good. Uribe with 18 points in this one now, 7 of 12 from the field, 3 of 3 from downtown. Came into the game only shooting 20% from three-point land. Mario Gunn working it around the perimeter, gets it to Major. Not much off-ball movement here from Kean. Major puts up a tough layup there with the right hand over the taller defender, and he finishes. Nice looking play there from Major, who is getting the start in this one for the injured Kendall Blunt. Nasir Fields with it, and he'll step into a mid-range shot and get a nice roll off glass. Just kisses the glass with it off the rim and in. Nate Lyles with it on the post. He can go to work. He has a nice size advantage there against McLeod. Nothing going, though, as he steps into it, and he'll draw the foul. Thought he was going to pass out, but he saw the opening, went up, and that's going to be the 3rd foul on McLeod. 3 fouls just underway here in the second half. It's tough. 3 fouls also on Nasir Fields for William Paterson. And Lyles will shoot 2 free throws. 3 of 5 on the game. Makes the first. Now 4 of 6, having a good game from the line. That's about his season average, 4 of 6, 66%. And he hits both. So, Kean within 2 just at the start of this second half. Myles Owens picks up Uribe full court. Way to stay with him there. That's Mignon with it on the wing. He drives with the right, nothing going, comes back to the left, and he hits a nifty mid-range shot there off of one leg. And it looks like we're going to get a foul here on Lyles. Tough foul to take. That's going to be his third. I keep mentioning that he fouled out the last game I called. And it's big for Kean. He's easily their best defender, has so much length on the defensive end, gets in the passing lanes, affects all the shots he can. And if they lose him, it'll be tough for Kean, already down Kendall Blunt, to stay in this one. So 50-46, William Paterson on top. Sean Smith has it, gets it to Williams, over to Uribe, who's going to fire from three, and that's his first miss from downtown, and we're going to get a foul underneath on Sean Smith. Ref talking to him about it as they were fighting for that rebound, fighting for positioning. Myles Owens trying to get everyone's attention as William Paterson's going to keep the press on here to start this second half. 17 minutes to go. Jalen Jamison will bring it up right to left as the teams switch sides. They'll be shooting at the basket by their benches. Lyles lines up a three, well short, and the ball hit the baseline before Mario Gunn had a chance to save it. Mignon gets it into Uribe. Myles Owens picks him up full court again. Working with him. Gets it to Sean Smith, who gives Lyles a little shove with the forearm there to free himself up, as Smith and Lyles are going back and forth a little bit. Marquise Major gets it over to Gunn. Gunn looking. Myles Owens went back door, nothing working. That worked a couple times in the first half. Jamison almost lost it, comes away with it. Finds Lyles in the corner. Nice ball movement here from Kean. Nice looking floater. And they're going to get basket interference, as Lyles tried to put that one back with one hand, but hung on the rim too long. Would have been real nice to see that one from Lyles if he could have put it down, but just couldn't help himself from hanging on the rim, and he's going to take a breather as Tyrese Johnson will come in early in the second half. Jared Latane checking in as well for Myles Owens. Little offense for offense there, as both of them shoot very well from outside. Nate Lyles now the first player for Kean in double figures, as Latane is objecting to that foul call, claiming that he was held, not that he was holding. Ref kicking some debris off the court there. As Williams gets it into Uribe. Nice looking crossover there, and Latane's going to have to play catch up. Gets it to Smith, who puts up a three, the leading scorer on this team. No good, having a quiet game. Sean Smith actually has 13 points. Quiet 13. I wasn't aware he had that many. But he is 0 for 3 from downtown. 3 of 3 from the free throw line. And McLeod picked up his third foul, and Nasir Fields would check back into the game for him, but he has 3 fouls as well. Latane to inbound, had Jamison cutting up front, elected to get it to Major, who goes right to the post. Got to attack the man with 3 fouls. Nice looking drive there from Tyrese Johnson. As he finishes a nice reverse layup with the right hand. Here's Sammy Asani, finds Sean Smith, and they get it into Mignon. Mignon backing down, too easy for him. You're going to let the guy dribble that much in the post with that size advantage, he's going to finish every time. He just backed down Latane and put one up with the right hand. Tyrese Johnson here on the perimeter, looking to swing it, calling Latane to the ball, but picks up his dribble. Almost dangerous pickup of the dribble there. Didn't hurt him, though. Jamison takes a nice screen from Gunn. Good roll, as Jamison's going to be rejected by Nasir Fields. And Nasir Fields has been a great presence down low for William Paterson all day in this one. With 3 fouls, however, he'll have to be careful. Johnson to inbound. Tyrese Johnson, the 6'3" freshman, getting some good playing time here later in the season. Latane, nice pick and roll action with Gunn, who was too strong on the layup. Looked like it was about to go, but it didn't. Sammy Asani with it now, finds Smith. Nice looking handoff there, as Smith does a little dream shake, but no good on the fadeaway. Jalen Jamison coming up the court. Nice looking pass there, finds the cutting Marquise Major in transition. Jalen Jamison is great with the ball. No look pass there to Marquise Major. Everyone thought Jamison was going to go up with that layup, but finds Major cutting to the basket. And Mignon, nice move down low. Little up and under to get past Latane. Big size disadvantage there for Latane. Tough to work with. Again, Kean down, Kendall Blunt probably affecting that size down low. And Mignon will shoot 2 with 11 points in this one, 4 of 4 from the line so far. Good on the first, as that stretches the lead up to 5 with a chance to make it 6. Kean hanging in this one. Couple key players on the bench right now for them, although Myles Owens just checked back in for Latane. Interesting that Coach Hutchinson keeps swapping those two, as both of them provide a great offensive spark, but they are both undersized compared to this William Paterson team, as Jamison cuts right to the rack and he finishes with the right. Sammy Asani bringing it up. Finds Williams, over to Smith, back to Mignon, and they're going to get Owens on the block. Tough break there, and that's going to get Hutchinson out of his seat because he feels his team is on the losing end of a lot of these calls, and it is affecting their defense. For Owens, that's his 3rd foul of the game. Still just under 15 minutes to go in this second half. So that can affect them. Nice closeout from Owens. He was shuffling his feet as he closed out there. Looked like it might have affected the shot from Mignon, who missed the 3. It actually got stuck on the basket. Position arrow going to Kean. Jalen Jamison bringing it up. Down by 3. Finds Gunn. Big bandage over that left eye, like I mentioned before. See if it affects him too much. Tyrese Johnson had a good look at it. Couldn't get it to go from mid-range. Sammy Asani with it. Dribbling through traffic. Finds an open Mignon. Kean not matching up in transition. It's their biggest flaw on defense, really, is they lose the shooters when they're in transition. Jamison with a nice drive with the left. Finds Johnson. Good cut from Owens, but Nasir Fields stepped right in front of it. Wasn't going for him. As Gunn drives, puts up a strong layup with the right, but no good. And Williams brings it across half court. Herschel Williams drives. I think we're going to get a jump ball as he was met mid-air. And it's going to stay here with William Paterson, as Williams comes out of the game for Uribe, who's having a career game. Check on his season and career highs. Uribe slowing down the offense here in the half court. Finds Smith from outside, but he can't hit. Hasn't hit a 3 all game. Kean comes rushing down the floor, and Johnson misses from 3. Had a great look, took all the time he needed. Couldn't finish, though. Coming across for to Smith. He's going to put up another 3 and still can't hit. Sean Smith, the leading scorer for this team, is now 0 for 5 from downtown, averaging 16.9 points a game. You expect him to make a couple of those. Sammy Asani called on the foul there. We'll take another look as Jamison was driving. No good. Asani, of course, objecting to the call, as they always do. And Jalen hits on the second there. and he'll take a breather as Latane comes in for him. This time Hutchinson electing to keep Myles Owens and Jared Latane on the floor at the same time. Lazaro Burrell has also come into the game recently for Kean. Nice hedge there from Johnson affecting Mignogne's drive. Asani with it in the corner. Nothing going for him. Finds Uribe. Working on Major. Good defense from Major. Owens now. Mignogne drove on Owens and took an easy layup to the basket. Jared Latane finds Tyrese Johnson. The trailer, Burrell, coming in. Nice ball fake there. Johnson coming across the paint. Carving out space, throws up a wild shot. Not really ever had his feet set. And good hustle back from Johnson, able to stop the Smith open three in transition. And Kean comes away with it. Good defensive possession there, as Smith never really had control of that ball. Jared Latane on the drive, no shot. Foul on the floor. Tough break there. It definitely looked like it was in the act of shooting, but Kean will have it under the basket.
Foul number 4. Sammy Asani, his second, Pioneers' 15th foul. Jeff Cougar back on the floor for the Cougars. Malcolm McLeod returns to the Pioneers.
Kean gets it in. Working it around the perimeter, finds Burrell for an open three, and he hits. First shot attempt of the game. Lazaro Burrell hits from three. Asani with it. Steps back, no good, nothing working for him. That was McLeod with it. On 10 to go on the shot clock as Mignogne able to get to the rack, couldn't do it though, but it was cleaned up there from Nasir Fields, who puts it back up and in. 59-57, William Paterson on top by 2. Latane with it as he sets up the play. Major gets it to Johnson. Jeff Cooper, who recently checked in, nice cut through the paint as Latane hits from 3. Jared Latane getting hot. You like to see that. Kean now back on top. McLeod with it. He drives with his left, and he'll put it up with the left and in. As we're going to get a full timeout here. William Paterson back on top by 1.
Full timeout.
So we'll be back here inside Harwood Arena on KeanAthletics.com. Kevin Meehan on the call. Ready to resume action here on KeanAthletics.com. Nate Lyles coming back into the game with those 3 fouls. As we get another look at Lazaro Burrell's 3-point shot. Nice looking shot there. Jeff Cooper, who stays in the game, driving with the right and is fouled. And Kean will have it out underneath. Anthony Uribe, game high 18 points in this one. That'll be his 4th foul. Tough break there for this team, although they're probably surprised to get 18 points out of Uribe today. Only averages 6.5 on the season. as Lyles drives with the right, hangs in the air, and he'll put it down. And the refs are going to have something to say about it. So, little game recap here so far. William Paterson has 18 from Uribe, as I've mentioned, 16 from Dominic Mignon, and 13 from Sean Smith, the team's leading scorer. 0 of 6 from downtown for Smith, who shoots 40% on the season. Uncharacteristic game from him as he loses it now at the top of the key. Looking to get back on defense, though, as Lyles is cutting through the paint, finds Johnson, who gets it to Latane up top. Now Cooper. Kean with good ball movement on this possession so far. Cooper finds the open spot on the floor, no good on the pull-up J, and William Paterson coming the other way. Kean's got a matchup in transition as Asani finds Smith over to Williams, picked up by Lyles. Back to Asani, who's going to drive, no good with the right. Williams follows, no good, gets it back, and William Paterson will reset. Sean Smith over to McLeod, who takes a nice big step with that right foot and puts it up and gets it stuck again. That's the second time in this half that we've seen that. You don't see that too much. And position arrow with Kean.
Jalen Jamison replaces Gerald Latane.
For Kean in this one, Jalen Jamison, 13 points. Nice 5 of 12 from the field. He also has 3 assists and 4 rebounds. And Nate Lyles with 13 points on 4 of 7 shooting and 5 of 7 from the free throw line. Mario Gunn with it up top. Finds Jamison, nice screen from Gunn. Jamison had an open lane, elected not to take it. Gunn gets it back from Cooper. Back to Cooper. Over to Lyles, now Jamison. Good ball movement here. Tyrese Johnson has it in the corner. Finds Gunn, who's going to shoot from 3. Well short, but Jamison found himself in the perfect spot, and he's fouled on his first attempt there. He did get the rebound and put it back, but that one won't count, and he'll shoot 2. Jamison at the line, 2 of 2 on the game so far. That was his 5th rebound for Jalen Jamison. Your point guard doesn't always get 5 rebounds, but Jamison does such a great job. Misses the first.
Myles Owens for the Cougars.
He'll have another chance to extend this lead to 2. As William Paterson doing a lot of substitutions, trying to keep their players in foul trouble on the court as long as possible. Sammy Asani will bring it up, as Uribe has not checked back in since picking up his 4th foul. Asani will look to maintain the point as he gets the pass from McLeod. Here's Dominic Mignon. Nice looking bounce pass to the corner. Nothing going there. Nasir Fields will work in the post. Picked up by Gunn. Nice help there from Jamison as he tipped the ball, but backed off after he did. Asani had nothing going for him on that, and Jeff Cooper takes a shot and hits the deck. Could have been a foul, as Sean Smith will hit his first 3 of the game, and he's screaming as he comes up the court. He needed that one. That's his first 3, 1 of 7 on the game from the team's leading scorer. You could hear him after he made that. He was livid, angry at himself for not having a great game. 6 of 14 overall from the field. If he hit a couple more threes, he would have had a nice game so far. Myles Owens takes the open lane with the left, and he finishes a nice looking finger roll. So coming up the court, game tied at 64. Just under 8 minutes to go. Dominic Mignon finds McLeod, who throws the ball away. Asani ends up with it, though, and he puts up a nice floater with the right, and he'll finish. Jalen Jamison looking up court. Had Cooper in the corner, wanted to get it to him. He drove that way, hoping to draw the defender, but he didn't quite do that, as Owens with a nice ball fake finds himself open. No good. Nice looking ball fake, but unable to capitalize on the open space in the mid-range is Owens. Jared Latane waiting to check back in at the next dead ball. See who he takes out. Sean Smith with it for Paterson, William Paterson. And he's fouled by Lyles coming across the paint. That's going to be Lyles' 4th foul with 7 minutes to go. Really has to be careful.
Number 3, Nate Lyles
Myles Owens also has 3 fouls in this one. Only 2 players for Kean with foul trouble.
On the floor for the Cougars.
As I have mentioned a couple times in this broadcast, Nate Lyles fouled out in the last game I called, and it did cost Kean. Nasir Field shoots from mid-range, and he'll hit. Didn't need the glass that time, as he gets nothing but net. Mario Gunn, good ball movement there, in and out of the post. But they're going to get Josh Jackson for stepping on the sideline there. Had a good view, but I didn't quite see him step on the sideline. Tough break there for Kean. Asani bringing it up. Under 7 to go here. Tightly contested game. Kean down by 4. Asani with it, takes a screen from Mignon. Nice looking screen as Mignon trying to get open here. And he'll drive baseline, nothing going. Finds Fields, who's clobbered by Gunn. Good defensive effort there from Gunn, but he's going to draw the foul. At least he didn't allow Fields to go up with that layup. Fields good on the first. Overall, 57% free throw shooter, not great. But when you're making them, you make them.
Fields has one more shot.
Fields having a relatively quiet game, now in double figures on the day. 5 of 7 from the field, very efficient, and he's good from the line on both free throws. Latane now bringing it up, as Marquise Major has recently checked back into the game. Gunn with it, looking for a cutter. Nothing going there from the cut by Johnson. Owens finds Gunn on the roll. Good pick and roll action, but Gunn can't finish with the left. Nice turnaround look, but couldn't get it to drop, as Myles Owens has found him a couple times on the screening roll. And Asani, awkward looking play there from William Paterson, as Asani ended up with the ball in the paint, but he was trying to reset and ran into a couple of his own players doing so. Myles Owens comes away with this, but is fouled before he can get in transition by Dominic Mignon. Good foul there from Mignon, not allowing the fast break. And this is an interesting call from the 5th-year head coach, Brian Chapman. He's going to put Anthony Uribe back in on this defensive possession. Oh, well, Kean's shooting free throws anyway, so he won't have to play defense. He's just coming in for the next offensive possession. But he'll probably stay on the floor with 4 fouls. Owens will have a shot at 1-and-1 here. You can hear the coach on the bench letting his rebounders know it was only 1 shot, but it didn't look like he reacted. I believe he was calling out to Nasir Fields. Must have just been expecting Myles Owens to hit those free throws, as he's an 80% on the season. Those were his first 2 of the game, only his 12th free throws of the season. As Mignon well short on that floater, and Kean has numbers going the other way. Tyrese Johnson puts his head down. A lot of contact, but no foul. These refs giving William Paterson a lot of contact to work with, and William Paterson throws the ball away in transition. So Kean coming back the other way with a chance to tie or take the lead here. And a timeout is going to be called. Timeout's called here. Kean down by 2. We'll take a look at Tyrese Johnson's drive before we go to break. A lot of contact. Should have been a foul called. Off glass and in. Nice look from Tyrese Johnson. 5.5 to go left in this one. Kean down by 2. ready to resume action here on KeanAthletics.com. Kean will inbound the ball in the backcourt. Jared Latane will give it up to Jalen Jamison as they discuss what play they're running. Latane gets it back. Hits gun on the perimeter. Had a cutter there. As Kean was running that double cut play, usually works for him, and it was, but Mario Gunn wasn't on the same page as Jamison and threw it out of bounds. That play does usually work for Kean, where they send one cutter and then they send the second one right after him, but Mario Gunn was not ready for it. Asani with it over to Smith. Gets it into post. Mignon working with that size advantage. Throws up a long shot. Asani got the rebound, but he couldn't finish. Fields came down with it, and he gets it stripped. So William Paterson with a couple opportunities there, as that was Owens about to come for help, but Latane called him off because he was able to break Asani's press. Jamison over to Johnson. Gets it to Owens. Back to Johnson, who's going to drive with the right, put up a shot, and is fouled. He's taken a lot of hits in this one so far. The contact was called on that one. That was called against Smith, only his second foul of the game. Excuse me, that was on Fields, actually, and that will be Fields' fourth foul.
Technical foul number 23, Dominic Mignon. His fourth personal foul, the Pioneers' 10th team foul.
And we're going to get a technical foul called here. I missed what the technical was called.
On the floor for the Pioneers.
Interesting turn of events here for Kean, as they'll get, I believe,
Jared Latane on the line.
they'll get 3 free throws out of this. Or just 2 free throws and the ball. See, I'm trying to think of the rule here. I believe Latane will have 2 shots to hit 1. So if he hits on the first, I don't think he gets a second free throw. But if that's not the case, if it's a dead ball technical, I believe he's getting 2 free throws, and Kean's going to retain possession. Latane, good on the first. Big time free throw there. Brings the Cougars within 1. And he hits both. So now Johnson will shoot his free throws. And then Kean will maintain possession as well. Maybe not.
Tyrese Johnson on the line shooting 2.
Johnson's first free throws of the game here. Should have been shooting more earlier in this one, as he's been taking a lot of contact on his drives. And he's good on the first. Kean now up by 1. 4-point swing here, potentially, if Johnson can finish on the second. Short, and Fields comes down with it. So Kean won't get the ball back, but they had a chance for 4 free throws, which was huge. Gave him the lead by 1. Uribe drives into Gunn. Good defense. Nothing going there, and they're going to get a travel on Owens. Tough break, as he was swarmed by 2 William Paterson players before he could get that ball out of his hands. Refs doing a lot of discussing here late in this second half, but they want to keep it clean. 4.5 to go here. Kean up by 1. Asani gets it into Uribe. No call on that. He threw the shoulder into him. Where's the foul call? These refs giving William Paterson a lot of contact to work with, as Jamison with a nice spin move, but he traveled. Couldn't get the shot off before he came down. Tough break there. So, back-to-back ugly possessions for both teams. It was close. Could have gave him credit for a hop step there, but the travel is called otherwise. Asani bringing it up. Finds Uribe, having a great game, and he gets to the rack with ease, finishes with the right after going under the basket there. Jalen Jamison just putting his head down, sensing his team needs someone to attack, as he does just that. Trying to show the ref that he was that was Smith stepping on the baseline with the ball, but the ref didn't see it. Jamison picking up Asani, gets it into Fields. Fields trying to set a screen, wasn't expecting the pass. Hard screen there from Smith. As Jamison's gonna draw a foul here. That's Asani going down to the floor, and he's slow to get up. Took a shot on the hip when he hit the deck.
Cougar 7. Sammy Asani on the line.
So he'll shoot two. Flexing out his hip. Good on the first, but he's still hurting. Look for coach maybe to try and take him out after he makes this one. Doesn't look like anyone's at the scorer's table ready to check in, though. As Mignon's going to come in, they're going to get Asani to come out. He's still hurting. And Latane will inbound to Jamison. Kean down by 3.5 to go. Adam Hutchinson keeping his composure in this one, although Kean is on the losing end of a lot of these calls. Latane working on Uribe. Nice move up top. Finds Johnson, who gets it into Gunn. Nice dribble and go. Can't finish with the right. And it's going to stay here. Nasir Fields couldn't control it. And we're going to get a timeout. Kean, Adam Hutchinson calling a timeout before they go back at that possession. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Kean down by 3. We'll be back. Ready to resume action here. CaneAthletics.com. Kevin Meehan on the call. Ready for our final 3 minutes. Both teams in the bonus for the rest of the game. As Latane gets it into Gunn. Finds Owens. Thought about a deep 3 from the logo over there on the sideline. As Gunn drives with the left. No good. Fighting for the rebound. And they're going to get a held ball. Tough break there, as Gunn really wanted that one, but he was left in an awkward position as Fields pulled that one down. But that's a clutch possession change there, as the arrow will be back with Kean for this final 3 minutes, so any held ball will end in a Kean possession. Got to mop up the floor after Mario Gunn was just rolling around. Nate Lyles checking back in for his defensive possession. Interesting call from Hutchinson here. If I were Uribe, I would look to go right at him. Maybe get it right to Mignon there, as they do just that. Screen from Fields. Mignon drives right by Lyles, who's being careful, and he fights for that rebound over Fields and gets it. Jamison coming back. Has Johnson in the corner. Elects not to shoot it. Finds Owens up top. Owens with it. Gets it to Jamison. Kean. Good ball movement. Gets it into the post to Gunn. Nothing going there. As the foul is called on the jump shot. That's Dominic Mignon.
Patterson foul 23, Dominic Mignon.
He's looking towards his bench, telling his coach to fight for him. But Myles Owens will have a chance for 3 free throws here. Mignon, that'll be his 4th. Excuse me, that's actually his 5th. Mignon has fouled out of this game. He's had a good game so far with 16 points, 5 of 12 from the field and 5 of 6 from the free throw line, but he'll be spending the last 2.5 minutes on the bench. Myles Owens good on the first. He'll have 2 more and a chance to tie this game. Good on the second. Perfect 4 for 4 on the day so far. And good on all 3. Myles Owens with some clutch free throws late in this one as he ties this game at 74. We're in for a good finish here. 2.5 to go in a stalemate. Uribe with it. He has 20 points after 18 in the first half, only 2 in the second. Not known for his scoring on this team, only averaging about 6.5 on the season. Hits a tough fade away on the baseline. I don't see that shot every day. As Owens lines up a 3 and hits. Answers right back. And Owens has the last 6 points for Kean. William Paterson gets it into the front court quick to McLeod, who launches a 3. Nothing going for him. Jamison attacking. Way to realize the defense wasn't ready in transition, as McLeod had nothing for it. He didn't want to pick up his 4th foul. As Sonny comes across the timeline and he calls timeout, and it will be a full timeout, I would assume. Full timeout, so we'll be back in 2 minutes here on KeanAthletics.com. Kean on top by 3 here in Harwood Arena. Ready for our final 2 minutes of action. As we come back here, let's take a look at Jalen Jamison's drive and finish. Nice looking drive. Always seems to get it off glass and in. He'll pick up Asani with it, who picked up his dribble in a tough spot. Finds McLeod, gets it to Uribe, who's looking to attack, and he should do just that. He has the hot hand for this team, and he draws the foul, depending on who it's on. I believe it was called on Mario Gunn. So that's going to be his 3rd. He'll have to be careful for the last 1.5. If he picks up 2 more, he's done.
Shooting 2.
That's Uribe lining up his free throws. If you remember, he's 50% on the year. No good. He likes to take his time at that stripe, and just hard for him to finish. So Kean trying to come away with their 3rd NJAC victory of the season here, but this conclusion will have to wait as Adam Hutchinson will take one of his timeouts. It'll be a full one, so we'll be back in 2 minutes. Kean on top by 3.
Anthony Uribe has one more shot.
Back here for the conclusions of Uribe's free throws. Missed the first. Can cut the deficit to 2 here. And he does just that. 1:26 on the clock. Kean up by 2. 79-77. Jalen Jamison didn't like that swipe at the ball there from Sammy Asani. These refs letting these boys play out here, not calling a lot of the contact that we're seeing. Jamison finds Johnson in the corner. Almost lost the ball. Gets it back, though, and drives baseline. Nothing working. Jamison calling for the screen. Gunn supplies that screen. And Jamison able to get right to the rack. That'll put Kean up by 4 here, under a minute to go. 81-77. Big-time shot from Jalen Jamison, the sophomore guard. Sean Smith, who's had a cold game shooting-wise, had the ball. Uribe finds it, launches from 3, no good. But Fields comes down with the rebound, and a foul's called up top. So McLeod's going to get a chance here at 1-1. As he was fouled starting his drive. Tough break there from Jalen Jamison.
On the line for the Pioneers, shooting 1-1.
And this is going to be Kean's largest lead of the game by 4. McLeod with a chance to cut into that deficit. Hits on the first. Both teams now will be shooting 2 free throws if any fouls occur. And a timeout is called again between the free throw attempts, this time by William Paterson. Nope, taken by Adam Hutchinson. Another full timeout. We'll be back in 2 minutes. Ready for the second half of these free throw attempts here at the line. Back-to-back free throws where a timeout was taken in between. That was McLeod at the line. He was good on the first.
McLeod has one more shot.
And has a chance to cut this deficit to 2. With a nice looking layup on the other end by Jalen Jamison, which extended the lead to 4. And McLeod does just that.
Herschel Williams returns to the floor for the Pioneers.
Doing a little offense for defense substitution here as Williams comes in to protect Nasir Fields, who has 4 fouls. Kean, he's on the baseline down there, going the other way. So Kean sloppy on the inbound, dealing with this full court pressure, but that was Uribe who came away with it but was laying on the baseline. Tough break. Kean up by 2, 30 seconds to go. And a full timeout taken here by William Paterson. We'll be back in a couple minutes on KeanAthletics.com. Back here in Hardwood Arena on KeanAthletics.com. Kevin Meehan on the call for these final 30 seconds of action. Kean able to get a fresh 30 seconds on the shot clock here. Just a second separates the shot clock and game clock. Jamison was trapped in the corner and had to take a timeout. William Paterson wanted the jump ball. Wouldn't have mattered anyway. Kean would have maintained possession. I believe this one will have to be a 30-second timeout as Hutchinson has already used all his fulls at the end of regulation here. So a little game recap as we're waiting. Myles Owens leading the way for Kean with 19 points. Big night from him. Jalen Jamison right behind him with 17 and 4 assists and 5 rebounds. Nice night from Jalen Jamison. Mario Gunn has not had a very good shooting night from the field, but he's played excellent defense with 3 blocks. He also has grabbed 6 rebounds, as well as 3 assists. On the other side, though, you have Anthony Uribe, who put up 18 points in that first half, but has only scored 5 in this second half. Not known for his scoring, has done a fine job so far in this one, though. Kean ready to inbound, looking to break the press. Gets Latane deep. And Uribe blocks him. What a block. And we're going the other way. Latane was out of bounds when he made contact with the ball. Lyles just let him know I was there for the help. But Latane challenged Uribe with 4 fouls, and Uribe met him at the rim. Take a look at it here. Nice looking block from Uribe. Able to do that with 4 fouls. As he comes across the timeline and takes a timeout, and William Paterson will set up a play here as they're only down 2, so they can take the lead with a good look from 3. It is a full timeout, so we'll take a break, be back in 2 minutes for the final 20 seconds of action. ready for action here as William Paterson had a huge play on the other end to keep this deficit within 2. They now have a chance to take the lead with a 3. Gets it in to Uribe, drives immediately, but he's met and blocked by Lyles, and the ball staying here though. Good defense from Lyles there with 4 fouls himself. Uribe had the same action on the other end. And it was interesting to see him go right away to the rack. A lot of contact. That one could have been a foul. Good break there from Kean. And the refs keeping that whistle out of their mouths and not blowing it too much. Asani with it. As Sean Smith mishandles the pass. He's had a tough game so far shooting. And Uribe's met by 2 Kean defenders, and the clock's going to run out. Myles Owens was there, Tyrese Johnson was there, and they would not let him get up a clean look. Physical game here inside Harwood Arena. Came down to the wire, but Kean's going to pull away with their 3rd NJAC victory of the season. Leading scorers for Kean, he had 19 from Myles Owens, 17 from Jalen Jamison, and 13 from Nate Lyles, who managed to stay in this game with 4 fouls. On the other side, William Paterson had 23 from Anthony Uribe and 16 from Dominic Mignon. Tough break for William Paterson at the end there, but Kean coming away with that victory. Thank you for tuning in to this game on CaneAthletics.com. Kevin Meehan on the call. Join us back here in 20 minutes. I will be on the call for the women's game. Till then, that's all.